Hey folks, FJB3 here, the Wrestling Nut, with another video. I wanted to go through the Cena, Sting, Goldberg, Alexa Bliss rumors that are circulating and apply some logic and some common sense and sift through the bullshit. So John Cena, there was a confirmed that his heel promo segment ran over. I thought it went like 28 minutes. It went 32 minutes from the reports, and it was supposed to go 15 minutes. And that's why the squash match happened with main event Jey Uso and Austin Theory. That's a big nothing burger to me because Cena, they give him probably Triple H, the creative, the ability to do what he wants if he feels the crowd's reacting properly. And that crowd was red hot. Cena really dug into, being very emotional, very intense. And, if the crowd's like that red hot and you're on a live program and you're on the John Cena retirement tour, you're going to do what's best for business. And, sticking to the 15 minutes at that point was not best for business. So on any live program, when John Cena is involved, if they have it, segmented for a certain amount of time, that is not going to be set in stone. So the second thing is Sting. I found this one pretty cool, and it makes sense. Lex Luger is now going to be inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame. I loved him in NWA. He was the total package. It was such a good gimmick. He had the look. He was actually really good in the microphone, and he was a underrated wrestler. Deserves the Hall of Fame. Now he wants Sting to induct him, which I think is perfect because Sting and him have a long wrestling in the industry relationship, but a friendship beyond that. They're good friends, but they rock and rolled as a tag team for a long time and battled the Four Horsemen and many other factions. So Sting has what's called, I don't know what it's called actually. It's like a legend contract with the WWE, with AEW, and I don't know how tight the contract is, but ultimately, what I got a feel of, it's just basically the WWE putting feelers out. Please, we'd love to have Sting, do this for Lex Luger, and it's ultimately going to be Tony Khan's decision. Now that rumor, usually the BS meter's applied. That one's like up in the air. I mean, there's no BS meter there, but that one's like 50-50. I don't know. I think it's a coin flip. I can't even predict it. I want Sting to do it. So that's out there. I love this one. Goldberg. Goldberg's been talking about his last match forever. And Vince screwed him because Vince verbally promised him a last match, a proper send-off, and he never had that. So the rumor is they want to do a Gunther Goldberg match at some point. And this, as far as, again, these are all rumors, dirt sheet type stuff, but they plan to do that after Gunther drops the belt. So it would be a match with no championship on the line. That could work. And if Goldberg wants Gunther as his opponent for his last match, I think that could work. I think that could work well. And it doesn't need a championship if they just do a decent story. And I think a story's there easily could be conceived. I'm not the specifics of it yet because it would be after Gunther lost the championship, but I believe that that could very well could happen. And Goldberg actually said for next year, we're only into March, so that's 2026, long-term booking. So cool with that. The last one I want to end on is something that really is remember, I'm a wrestling nut, so I get nitpicky, as I mentioned in a couple of videos here. But Alexa Bliss, she's been gone from TV. It looks like there's nothing there for WrestleMania 41 for Alexa Bliss, Little Miss Bliss. She was gone for almost over a year and a half, I believe. And when she came back at the Royal Rumble, which was kind of a surprise to me, a wrestling nut, uh, it was a travesty. She came out in the same gimmick, actually carrying the same doll. No revamped look, no going back even to her original character. And she was a main eventer. I mean, she beat Charlotte Flair. I mean, she's held the championship over 4 times. She carried, was a top tier women's competitor. And just having her in that character automatically aligns her with the Wyatt Six, which, has a niche fan, but they don't do anything in the WWE to really, really make them top tier talents. They're just mid card, plug and play when they need them. And if that's where they're going with Alexa Bliss being part of the Wyatt Six again, that's fine. She's great in that character. It's not nothing about the character. It's just then she's mid card, and that's